Hello, Taurus. This is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with your general reading. We are closing out a cycle, Taurus. That's right. We're closing out a cycle. That's right. Closing out a cycle. This cycle actually closes on October 31st. That's right. This reading is for the 29th of October through November 5th. Let's get it. Let's see what's in your cards. Talking to you wherever Taurus is in your birth chart. That's right. So even for my cross watchers, check your birth chart. See where Taurus is in your birth chart. I'm talking to you even if you're a cusper, if you're on the cusp, right? So check to see where Taurus is in your birth chart. Even if you're on the cusp of Aries or on the cusp of Gemini, I am talking to you even if Taurus is in any of your houses. Please pull your birth chart. Even if Taurus is your Chiron or your North Node, South Node, MCIC, you know, if Taurus is your Saturn, Jupiter, wherever Taurus is in your birth chart, I am talking to you. Let's get into it. Let's get right into it, Taurus. Let's go. Matter of fact, we're about to have a this new cycle that we're entering into. We're going to have a full moon in Taurus. That's right. We're going to have a Beaver moon in Taurus. That's right, on November 15th. Almost everybody's full prediction moon video is filmed. We almost have everybody's videos filmed. So yeah, if you're on the Patreon side, look out for that one. It'll be going up very soon, Taurus. Let's go. Let's see what's in your cards. Here's the Sun card. That's the most positive card in the deck. So yeah, so make sure you're kind of leaving the past behind. Somebody's trying to definitely leave the past behind, right? Learning how to make some decisions about some things. Here we have the Sun card. Trying to be very positive, leave past, belief systems behind, trying to find your own star, trying to find your own star, trying to find a light in some situations, trying to make some decisions, trying to be at peace, with the past, right? And that would be a good thing, right? Trying to learn how to communicate differently. These two cards right here is about communication. This is the Magician card. These are connecting with Mercury. And no confusion, none of that mess. Whoever it is you're trying to communicate with, everybody has their own star to follow, trying to leave past belief systems behind, because it really is in the details and how people communicate. Everybody has their own star to follow. In other words, and we're not talking about celebrity, whoever it is you're trying to communicate with, right? You have a star sign. Even if it's another Taurus, they have a moon sign. Not all Taurians are the same, right? So you may communicate very differently than another Taurus. They may be nurtured totally different than how you need to be nurtured. So that's the source is trying to help you. Everybody has a sun sign. Everybody has a moon sign. So this right here, source is saying, as we're closing out this cycle, as you want everyone to see the light in you, source is saying you have to see the light in everybody else. This is really about duality. So if you want people to speak to the light in you, you're going to have to speak to the light in them, because that's the energy that we're all putting out into the universe. That's right. If you want people to be peaceful with you, you're going to have to be at peace with them. Leave all that other wolf in the sheep's clothing. This right here, there you believe they're wolf in the sheep's clothing. All that's going to have to stay behind. Even other people, if other people believe they're wolf in sheep's clothing, that's going to have to stay in the past. That will quickly pull out the sword, because if people have been hearing that their whole lives and, been hearing it a lot, that's going to have to stay in the past. If you've been hearing it, that's going to have to stay in the past, right? The source is actually going to reward you for actually taking the high road. Source is actually going to reward you for taking the high road. Yep. So here we had a 10 of Swords here. Right. And moving on from something. Finding out what you have in common with people is actually going to help you to have a better relationship with someone. It's going to help you have a much better relationship with someone. Finding out what you have in common. What do you have in common? First thing you have in common is the fact that you are human beings with someone. So that's what you're going to have in common with someone. There is a fire energy in between something in Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius that is in the midst of something that has started a fire. That's what you all also have in common. And so the devil is really in the details. You're not calling a person the devil, but if you don't know how to use the fire responsibly, then it could, if people don't know how to use the fire responsibly, then what could have started out as a warm fireside chat could come across as, you know, something that could have been motivational, could have started out as, because it's two people, right? It's two energies. What could have started out as a fireside chat could actually end up as somebody's a narcissist, somebody has low self-esteem, you know, somebody has feelings of low self-worth, you know, they're depressed behind closed doors, but out in public they show a different face. It could just come off as gossipy, just a mess, right? Could be, you know, holding on to their sexual history or sexual past. It's a whole lot of mess. Holding on to their mental health records. I mean, it's just a mess. So it can be a whole lot of mess, like a whole lot of water, a lot of air, right? So this is exactly what I'm talking about. And it can end up not talking. This is the 8 of Swords, which speaks to Gemini. Gemini is, this 2 cards right here is about communication. It could end in no communication whatsoever. This one big misunderstanding. So whoever these energies are could have started out seeming like twin flames, but could end up in total dysfunction because of fire energy. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Something was in the midst of something that completely ended up burning something down. Something just went way too far. Yep. So something ended up in my being wolves in sheep's clothing. A marriage ended up in a divorce here, right here. It's just a mess. Just completely out of alignment. So I don't know if this is a situation where there's kids involved in the situation. Somebody maybe felt like they weren't good enough. You know, somebody maybe not felt like they were worthy. If there was kids, I don't know if there's kids involved in this situation right here. I don't know if you're the kid or involved, I don't know. It could have just ended up in a disaster or totally imbalance. This is about balance. This is about balance. These two right here are about balance. These two are about balance, right? This is about balance, right? This right here could be about balance because these are the same people, right? But if one sees light in one and one sees darkness in the other, or vice versa, that's an imbalance, right? You see 8 here, 8 here. 8 is the dark side of the number 8 is succumbing to passive and powerless behavior or egotistical, materialistic, and forceful. The light side of 8 is knowing, you know, having a vision that source gave you, and then having a good product and service that creates an infinite source of, you know, resources, right? But again, you have to believe that you have a purpose. That's your sun sign, right? And so this cycle, we had a super full moon in Aries. Aries is ruled by the Tower card, and that's a total recall of why everyone's here on planet Earth, right? And so the Tower card is Mars. That's the energy planet. So while everybody was supposed to be fighting for their purpose, some people were fighting each other. So that could have caused a lot of people to stop talking to each other and just said, you know what? They're moving on, getting up, cutting off, you know, and just moving on to just thriving. Could have caused a lot of people to just stop talking to each other. So that people can break generational cycles, chains, and curses and start focusing. It's counterproductive. It's really counterproductive when people looking at the cards here, because this is a twin energy, right? And I'm looking at your cards here, Taurus, and be on the receiving end of Because this is what Source is saying in your cards. This is what your cards is. If people only see the darkness in you, how long are you going to sit in a relationship? If every time somebody sees you, and when I'm not even talking about skin complexion, all hues are beautiful. But if people only see you as a bad person, every time they see you, they you are reminded of some kind of traumatic event in their lives. How long are you going to be in their lives? Hopefully you would remove yourself, not to re-traumatize them. Hopefully you're not going to just hover and be a bully and just keep, just stay in their face, re-traumatizing somebody. Or if somebody's re-traumatizing you, or traumatizing you, hopefully, you remove yourself to say, get yourself to safety. Mental health is just as important as physical health, You're not going to keep talking to them. You're not going to keep talking about them, right? So, Source is trying to help somebody to recognize what a twin energy is, right? If you keep talking to this energy, because Source is trying to bring twin energy across your path, right? And so you're not saying anything to a twin that you wouldn't want said back. You wouldn't want that energy coming back to you, right? So if somebody's getting married, you're not getting married to end up getting a divorce, right? So somebody is moving on from something finally. Here's the King of Wands. And finally praying for, so if if you're moving on from something, let's say if somebody was married before and you found your twin flame, let's say you've gone through a divorce in the past, you're no longer making disparaging comments about your ex. It's all love. It's all love. If you're talking about them at all. Because at some point, that was a product of your intelligent decision. Hey, don't have anything negative to say about them. Nothing. If they had something negative to say about you, they talking about themselves. Nothing but prayers. Something is closed out. Something is closed out. That's the energy that's going out there to the universe. Yeah, taking your power back. Yep, this is the Magician card here. Yep. Something is closed out. Leaving it behind. Leaving the distractions behind. You're free. Here's the Hierophant card. Yep. You'll be able to defend your decision to move on from something without even coming across as defensive. Just move on. Right? Here's the Ten of Pentacles here. Yep. Ten of Pentacles. Where's the Yep. Here's the Tower. You'll be able to move on without even coming across as defensive. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So you're having a double tower moment. A double tower moment. And there is gray area when it comes to legacy wealth. There definitely is gray area when it comes to legacy wealth. So it just means, and you have an ancestor that's right there in the midst of it. So it is, your idea of legacy could be a little different than somebody else's idea of legacy. And you're respectful of, it looks like on this card here, there could be a child in the middle of something, or it could be children in the middle of something, right? But there's an elder right here that's saying there is gray area. So it looks like somebody could have kids or children, in the middle of something, right? But somebody's elder is saying there is gray area in the middle of something, right? So there is this is a portal right here. And Source is saying that has to be respected. No negative words being said unless you want that, you know, unless you're talking about yourself. You're talking about yourself. Leave all of that behind. Wolf in sheep's clothing, family talking about people, all of that. Third eye has to be open. Yeah. Here's the Two of Cups here. So, sacred relationships. Sacred. It has to be respected on both sides, right? And that's what I'm seeing here in your cards. So this looks like family. It's like family stuff. It's like two different families, two sides of the family. So I don't know. And remember, just take what resonates with you. So if you're single and you desire to be in a relationship, Taurus, this is what I'm seeing for you all is no matter how you're wired, what's going to be successful for you is like you have an elder here saying, just like you have these two people here and coming together, it's a mixture of families coming together. And so if somebody's family is basically like you're going to have to respect how they were raised, right? At the root, how they were raised at the root. That's a conversation. It can't be one way or the highway. It cannot be their way or the highway because that'll be a quick end up in court. It can't be that. It'll be a quick end up in court. And so that's how somebody's third eye is wide open now. It cannot be that way or the highway. It'll be a quick end up in court. But that's what I'm seeing here. That's what I'm seeing here in the cards. Because it feels very restrictive for some energies. It feels very restrictive, you know, for some energies. But that's what I'm seeing. So somebody could be with their twin energy right now, and so boundaries. This right here, this world card right here, lets me know that new traditions are being set, new rules are being set. If their children are in a situation right now, some new traditions, some new rules are being set. Things are being respected. They have to be. And that's what I'm saying. So if you know, if they're not, then things will just, you know, probably go back to where they were, if that was the case. I don't know who that part is for, but yeah, it just looks like there's some major arcana going on here, some major stuff that's going on here in the cards, major stuff that's going on here in the cards. But yeah, there's an elder in the cards that's basically saying, hey, look, and there's a lot of ancestors that's going on here in the cards. Lots of prayer going on here, down here. Everybody's third eye is open. There's an awakening going on here in the cards. Looks like there was a lot of boundaries that was crossed here. A lot of grieving, a lot of mourning going on. Awakening, like double tower cards going on here. So, and somebody just finally just decided, forget it. That's what this Eight of Cups is. Somebody just said, you know what? Just forget it. I don't even want to be bothered. So, one yes from God is all you need. But be patient. The answers are coming. Move in silence, move in peace. So, see you being booked and busy. I see throat chakra cleanse. Open your vault door. New love awaits for somebody, but you're healing. Make room for a new blessing. Time to ground yourselves. Don't look back. Somebody's in a crisis. So somebody's in a crisis, but anyway, toss some things into a burning bowl. And so things are going to start flowing to you like water. Things are going to start flowing to you like water. And you have the gift of precognition, and your peace is paramount. step through the portal. You know, listen to your intuition, and your ancestors are proud of you. It's time to start dating again for somebody, right? And you know, drink more water as a form of self-care. But like I said, I mean, you know, you have the gift of clairaudience, and so just adjust your crown. Just adjust your crown. Adjust your crown. But yeah, adjust your crown. Adjust your crown. All right, let's close it out. Ooh. Let's close it out. Start your abundance planning. Start your abundance planning. Start your abundance planning. Letting go. Everything is indeed out of control. God will hold it all. I can safely let go. Just safely let go. Let go, let go, let go. Let go. Let go. Let source. And operate in a spirit of love. Love. Agape love. Your dreams need a practical plan. Your dream, and yeah, we have a full moon coming up in Taurus. We have a full moon coming up in Taurus, like I said in the beginning of this. But your dreams need a practical plan. Like I said, somebody has, like I said, twin flame, either already in your life or coming across your plan. Yeah, coming across your life. Source is saying, no more being impulsive, both in the personal and the professional life. Learning how that, you know, like I said, nobody fell off the back of a turnip truck, like in terms of like everybody come from both, you know, they have their side of the family, you have your side of the family, and just respecting boundaries and traditions and these kind of things here. You know, you could have a bad experience with a zodiac sign. That's why I always say in my readings is like, don't lump all zodiac signs in the same, you know, box. So work. I am aligned with those who are connected to my passion and my purpose. I invest my time wisely, reap abundant benefits from the services I deliver. I am centered and focused. I'm centered and focused. That's right. I'm centered and focused. I am centered and focused. Centered and focused. I am wise. That's right. All right. That is what I have for you. Thank you so much for joining me. I will see you all in the next video. All right. Bye.